So today I am cooking and I'm actually using a stove. Yay! Alright, so I am cooking, hold on, I'll show you. So I have pumpkin ravioli. It's actually, it's made with mascarpone and Parmesan cheeses. So it's basically ravioli stuffed with pumpkin, okay? So I'm cooking that, and then I have a pumpkin sauce that I'm gonna cook. I have never cooked either one of these on the stove. I've done the pumpkin ravioli. I've done it in the microwave, and I just sprinkled like cheese on it. The pumpkin sauce I have never made. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. So the ingredients for the pumpkin sauce is, well, it's butter is the first ingredient. I'm reading the recipe off my phone. So I've actually got a Tuscan herb butter because I really wanted to use regular butter instead of margarine. I'm no expert with cooking, so I just kind of go with what I feel, and I felt like butter because that's what the recipe says. But I couldn't find like a small container of just like regular butter since I don't cook often beyond a microwave. So I just went with this Tuscan herb, and I was like, yeah, cool, I could put it on bread or something when I'm done. And then we have minced garlic, which I actually minced it myself. Yes, we're gonna applaud me. And so I also have, garlic on my finger. Okay. We also have organic nutmeg. Don't know if you can see that. Yes, organic nutmeg. And then, of course, we have the pumpkin. I have canned pumpkin. I don't have pumpkin puree actually. It's organic. And we have rosemary. It's fresh rosemary. It's starting to not be so fresh, but that's okay. It's still good. I can still use it. And then we have half and half. And then I have, and I'm not going to pronounce this right, so I have Parmigiano, I don't know, Parmigiano Reggiano. It's cheese. It's a special kind of cheese. I actually had to make my very first trip to Publix to get this. It's really nice. So, well, I don't know if it's really nice, but it looks really nice and yummy. And then, of course, the recipe does call for salt and pepper, and then, of course, what I already showed you, the ravioli. And then, so I have my saucepan, which I guess is a saucepan. Then I have my pot for my ravioli, which I already have water in it. And like I said, like, the recipe is not very specific as far as how much to put in anything, so I'm kind of just going to guess on this and see where I go and what happens. This is gonna be fun, and hopefully it'll turn out edible. I mean, one can hope, right? Alright, so let's get started. And I'm not going to burn my phone or break my camera. I hope. That's kind of what I don't want to do. Alright, so I've already got water in there. Okay, so my pot for my ravioli is now boiling, so I'm going to put the ravioli in the pot. And, yeah, maybe. I guess scissors would help. past experience has taught me to be careful when you're putting stuff in hot boiling water because it splashes. Like that. Alright, so now that we got that in there, I am going to, and I actually clean as I go. I don't like to make a mess. So I actually have the garbage can sitting back behind me, so yay! That way I can clean up. Okay, so I don't know really what the proper spoon is for this, so I just got this thing, and that's what I'm going to use to stir my ravioli. I like it because it has the strainer in it. It has the holes. Alright, so we're going to keep an eye on the ravioli now. Oh shit, I forgot to put the salt in the pot. Meh. I've cooked ravioli, or I've cooked pasta without salt before, so we'll see how it goes. I don't even know if the salt really helps or not, to be honest. I don't know. It's a mystery to me. Alright, so I'm going to lay this over to the side. And now I gotta let it boil. Let's see. It's supposed to, see, the ravioli has to boil for about 4 to 4.5 minutes. So actually, while that is cooking and boiling, I'm going to start on my pumpkin sauce, which is the part that makes me extremely nervous. Yes. Alright, so I can get my phone to come back on. Un momento, por favor. Okay, so I need to melt the butter and minced garlic and nutmeg and let this saute for 35 minutes. What the fuck is saute? Hey Google. Okay Google. What does saute mean?
Here's the definition of saute. Fried quickly in a little hot fat.
Can be used as an adjective to mean fried quickly in a little hot fat. Is that the meaning you were thinking of?
Alright, so I have 2 Googles that are answering me. I have one on my phone and then the Google Home thing over here. You can go away, Google. I don't need you anymore.
Okay, I'll help by not helping.
So the Google told me that it was going to help me by not helping. I love Google. Okay, so I'm still not really clear what saute means. Alright, fancy words for my non-fancy brain here. Alright, so basically I'm just going to put it on like a medium low. And I'm pretty sure I got the right burner on. I should. I've used this stove. Oh no, wait, I've never used this stove. No, I've used this stove growing up. So I'm cooking in my, well, it's my parents' kitchen, but it's where I live. So it's my home kitchen. So I mean, I should know where the burners, which burners what, right? Right? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so we've got this warming up and I need butter. So I don't know how much butter to put in, and I need something to put it in with. Okay, so I got this. This is what I'm going to use to dip the butter out. I wonder what this smells like. Oh crap. Alright. So it actually, the Tuscan herb butter doesn't have a really strong odor to it or anything. So we're gonna just, I don't know, we're gonna guess. My ravioli is over here trying to, or is over here boiling again, so. Alright, so now I'm going to stir the ravioli. Ooh! This is way more multitasking than I'm accustomed to with hot stuff. And my dog in the background had to chime in, along with the other dog. Okay, so got that. I actually don't know that my pot is big enough for my ravioli. Oh well. I will live. Okay, so I think I'm gonna need some more butter. So we're just gonna like scoop big chunk of butter. Why not a little bit more butter? Okay. I don't really know how much because it didn't say. I'm smelling, I guess, the Tuscan herbs. Alright, so now I'm going to dump in some garlic. I'm probably not going to use a whole lot of garlic here. I'm not really a huge garlic fan. Okay. Alright, that's all the garlic I'm using. And we're just going to move this around in the pan. Let's see. Okay, I gotta add in the nutmeg. Okay, so I need to let it saute for 3 to 5 minutes so the garlic and nutmeg gets fragrant. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna add in some nutmeg. It's a salty kind. Oh, I gotta stir. Gotta stir the pasta so it don't boil over. How long has this been boiling for? I can't see the clock. Alright. So I'm gonna turn this down just a smidge. And I'm gonna set my timer on my Fitbit here for, I'm gonna say about 3 minutes. Alright, so I got my timer on my Fitbit set for 3 minutes for the ravioli. Okay. Stop. Alright, we're gonna turn this down to like a medium high. We're gonna try anyway. And we're gonna stir some more on this. Alright, and now I gotta add the nutmeg. I got to get the seal off the nutmeg. Okay, I'm not doing a very good job here. The struggle is real. Lift and peel. What the hell am I lifting and peeling? Excuse me a moment. Okay, so now that I've stabbed it and get my finger in there and I can get this stupid seal off. Alright. So now I have my nutmeg. Alright, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of the ground nutmeg into the pan until I kind of feel like it's enough. And I might actually add a little bit more. I try to remember that less is more. I actually tend to overdo, which I know it's not a good thing, but it's kind kind of how it is. But I'm not expecting this to be perfect since it's my first time doing this. I just want it to at least be edible. Okay, so I've sprinkled some nutmeg in. I feel comfortable with the amount. I'm not going to overthink it. And considering the fact that I have no glue. Alright, so alright, and I've sauteed that around a little bit. I've stirred that around a little bit. I think I'm good with the heat. Okay, so once the nutmeg and garlic and gets fragrant, then I need to stir in the pumpkin and cook it for another couple of minutes. And my timer is now going off for my 3 minutes on this. So alright, so I'm not 100% sure if this is cooked enough, but I'm gonna go with my instincts and I'm gonna say that it is. So I'm actually gonna turn off the burner and I'm just gonna let it sit here and boil a little bit longer. That way it gets, that way I make sure it's done. I don't know. It's just what it feels right to me, and I just kind of go with my instincts and what feels right. I'm kind of feeling like I need more butter in this, but I'm not gonna add any more butter, so. Okay, so I do smell the fragrance from this, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up my can of pumpkin, and I'm going to put it in according to this. Yeah, I gotta stir in the pumpkin. Alright, so I'm just gonna use the electric can opener. Okay, so I got the pumpkin puree, and now I'm going to just put this in out of the can, and I'm going to stir it. There we go. Right. Now I am going to turn up the heat just a little bit on this, since I'm adding more into the pan. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, this tells me how to make a pumpkin pie. That might be my next recipe. Alright, so let's... it's gonna come off the burner. Come out, little pumpkin, come out! 'Cause I want to eat you! Alright, so I've scraped this can pretty good, so I'm just going to set it to the side, and I'm going to continue. Okay, so it's set to, hold on. So I need to stir the pumpkin puree and cook another couple of minutes, and then I have to whisk. I have to whisk? You really want me to whisk? Alright, well, there's only one whisk that I know about, so let me grab my whisk. Okay, so I can't whisk. Ha! Because we don't have the whisk anymore. So I'm just going to use a spoon. Alright. So I've stirred in the pumpkin. Alright, set this right here. Alright, now I'm going to come over here to the ravioli and I'm going to stir the ravioli some. And I've got to drain this. Or, yeah, that's the right word. Alright, so I gotta find the strainer. Alright, I don't know where the strainer is and I don't really want to look for it, so wish me luck. Oh, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot, that's burning, that's burning, that's burning. Oh, alright, yes. My cooking is not complete unless I burn myself. I guess I will find that. Oh, I felt the strainer. It was kind of laying in front of my face. Okay. Alright, so we are going to do this. Okay. Alright, so okay. So I'm gonna turn the heat back down on the pumpkin part. I'm just gonna let the ravioli sit in the sink for a minute while I add the rest of the ingredients for this. So now what I'm gonna do is I've got to put in the half and half, and I'm just gonna kind of stir in a little bit here. I don't really know how much I need. I got like a little small container of half and half. So the half and half, let's see. The half and half actually is, it makes it decadent and creamy is the purpose of the half and half. So let's turn this heat back up to medium low. Okay, so I've got that in. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more of the half and half. And yeah, a little bit more than that. Okay, so I think that's all the half and half that I'm going to use. And alright, so now I gotta put in, alright, we're gonna add the cheese into this. I'm gonna save the rosemary for last. So I don't know anything about this cheese or what the hell I'm doing with it. Don't really know what it's good for. I just know it's the real version of Parmesan cheese. So move that out of the way. I've already used that in this. So in the butter, so all I got is this and this and then some salt and pepper. I'm not doing very good at opening up the cheese. Oh wait, I got this. Yes! Ha. Okay, so we got the cheese. Smells like cheese. It's kind of cheesy. Alright, so... Alright, now... I'm just going to... Yeah, I know, it's bigger than what I need. Alright, so... I'm just going to... What the hell? Is there another wrap on this damn thing? No? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pull out the cutting board so I don't slice my fingers off. Alright, so I'm just gonna slice off a hunk of this cheese. Here, we're just gonna do it. I'm just gonna put it in there in like little slices like this. Okay, so I got 3 little slices of the cheese in, and I'm just going to probably should have like chopped it up better. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. No. Alright, so I've got the heat on medium low. So I'm just going to let the cheese melt. And I'm probably actually going to add more in, except this time I'm going to cut it up a little bit better. Okay, so I've got 3 more slices and now I'm going to chop it up. So, alright. Okay, so I think that's enough cheese. I'm just going to let it melt. And go from there. Let's see, the recipe. Okay, so the recipe didn't say anything about like shredding the cheese or anything like that. Alright. Alright, now this one, now I have to also add the salt and pepper in as well. I kind of want to add a little bit more cheese, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more cheese. Alright, so I've added more cheese and now I'm just going to... I'm using sea salt instead of regular salt because that's just what I always use. So I'm going to sprinkle some salt into it. Not really too much on the salt and pepper and stuff. And then I'm just going to use regular black pepper. And I just pour it in my hand so I know how much I'm putting in it. Then I sprinkle it in. Alright, so I got that. And I've got it on a medium low for the heat. Just so I can melt this cheese that's in here. And once I can get this cheese melted, then I'm going to turn it down to low and I'll add the rosemary into it. And I'll stir it up and then I'm just going to let it sit for a few minutes. I'm probably going to let it sit maybe for 2-3 minutes. I don't want to do too long. I don't want to cook it. I don't want to overcook it. Okay, so I've let this simmer and the cheese is melted. So I'm turning the temperature down to low. And I cleaned up a little bit while I was letting the cheese melt in this. Alright. Now, the one thing, and actually I did put the ravioli in a plastic container because I'm probably not going to eat all this right now. So I just go ahead and I'm more thinking ahead of things instead of like wasting a whole bunch of dishes and having a lot to clean up, because I don't really like that. The one thing that this recipe doesn't call for that I'm actually going to add into it is pumpkin spice. I know that the nutmeg is already in there and I'm pretty sure that's what's in pumpkin spice, but I'm just going to add a little bit to it just for the hell of it, because why not? So we actually have a little bit up here in the cabinet, so I'm just going to put a little bit of it in, just a little sprinkle. And now I'm going to actually use the rosemary, and I smell the pumpkin spice. Alright, so I'm going to add in the rosemary, and basically what I'm going to do with the rosemary is I'm just going to pluck it off and put it in there. Not like that. And hopefully this will be delicious. I don't really know how much rosemary I'm supposed to put in. I don't like whenever I don't have directions on things. I like exacts when I'm learning. Move the garbage can over. Alright, stir this a little bit here. I'm probably not going to put a whole lot of fresh rosemary in this. I don't know if you're supposed to like chop up the rosemary or what, but meh, I can break it apart. Alright, so let's see how that is. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to put in as far as the rosemary goes. Be kind of conservative a little bit with it. Now I'm going to set my timer on my Fitbit probably for, I'm going to say 3 minutes, and then I'm going to see how it goes. Alright, so I've got my timer set, 3 minutes, and then 3 minutes this is going to be done. I'm going to mix it together, and hopefully it tastes really fucking awesome. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so my time is up on my sauce, so I'm going to turn it down, well, turn it off, not down. Alright, I'm going to stir it a little bit more. I did stir a little bit while it was sitting here. I have patience issues. Probably why I don't cook a whole lot. Alright, so I'm going to stir this a little bit more. And, alright, so now I'm going to, alright, I'm going to set this right here. I'm trying not to melt the plastic container. Alright, so now I'm pouring it in. And so this particular kind of cheese didn't melt all the way, so I don't think it's supposed to, which is fine. We're gonna see how this stuff tastes. Okay, so now I'm gonna toss this around a little bit or mix it up, I should say. Okay, so I've got it all mixed up, and I'm going to let this sit over to the side, and while I finish cleaning up the kitchen, and then we're gonna test it out. Yay! Okay, so I have my lovely little ravioli, which of course is in the container and everything, and I have my plate. So, got the ravioli, and there, got it on a plate. Now we're gonna taste it. I know it doesn't look very pretty, but I don't really care. It's actually really good. It's actually, it's missing something though. But it's good. I mean, it's actually, and actually adding the little bit of spice that I added into it actually really helped it. So, gives a little bit of a flavor. It's kind of a little bland for my taste, but I mean, it works, and this is my first attempt, so I can definitely make it again and tweak the recipe. The cheese definitely adds to the flavoring. I can definitely taste the cheese in it. This was a fun little experiment. It was definitely out of my comfort zone, being the fact that everybody was home today. So I had to pretty much kick them out of the living area and threaten them with being on YouTube if they didn't, they didn't stay out of the area. I was like, well, you're gonna be on YouTube. So anyway, fun experience. Yep, I'm going to enjoy my ravioli. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment. I welcome comments always. Good, bad, the ugly doesn't really bother me. Yeah, if you got any tips or anything for anything I should add to this, please let me know. If you want me to make any kind of video, you can suggest that too. I may or may not do it. But yeah,